building. Hello everyone, welcome to the new podcast. It's the Weekend Guy. Friday activities. I've got a new partner with me sitting on the other side. His name is Price. We have the people Price. Me and Price are obviously Springbok fans. Show him Price. And this is the and this is the Weekend Guy podcast. It's our first episode doing this. So enjoy. What about the Ireland RSA game? I am going to touch on the fact that every time we are in the 22-meter area of a rugby field, we just can't seem to convert. I don't know, ever since if I can think back, the Wales game, which one? The Wales beat us in the second game, right? We won the first one. They beat us in the second game. Mm-hmm. Ever since that second game, we've shown this inability, this toothlessness of the Springboks. What do you think?
I believe the players in Springboks as Nikwa, if freedom passes express, especially the back line, because we all know that we've got the deadliest backline players in the world. Because we've got Cheslin, we've got your Lucanio, who else? I think the players as Springboks is Nikwa in mindset of us is very technical, cool. Of physical technical, so I'll follow like the players as Nikwa and Ilanduga is expression freedom as expression because how allowed to technical, obviously under pressure, a game plan all the time. So meaning that our powers express that's the thing.
Okay, but with that being said, we played a certain formula. Remember our Rugby World Cup? We always play the forwards game, which is fun. It's very nice, very enjoyable. It sucks a bit when the maul is not working hard enough, or the maul is not working, converting into tries. So you get 5-meter line, for example, in the line out, and the other teams are able to defend that. But funny enough, when it's on the other side, the other teams, even Wales, were scoring Glamor, match with Kabela, Mapimpi, try to Wales, man. I think we'll have a look at the match. Kunla match, Wales, if Menekuzu, Alun Jones, man, Ayo, Korana, or if man yellow card in this game. Wales, and so Wales, first 3 games of the season. I think we expect Team Springboks to be killers, but those guys are playing to a game plan. Shambi or Rasi, they are holding them back. Ras is a very clever coach, and so we never know what is being employed at the moment.
But our position, what if what's that you can't exist because if you still remember, I'm not sure about no IP game. Was it the second or the third game? As well as and then if forwards because we usually play 5-2 split.
6-2.
6-2, sorry, 6-2. And then we'll get paid on I think
Yes. Because our first match was New Zealand. And no spread. Yes. Great game, but on the high ball.
Yes.
And one Ketli better board in the morning.
And then we can offload from Lucan.
Yes. Try Kelly. Yes. Then off man yellow card. I'm better.
I think like game was 5.
5-3
because it's
remember the reason for that. He came in plan match. All Blacks. The first one in Bombay, and no spread. Second half, from the bench. But try. Last 6-2
because if you forwards because
they could man up in All Blacks.
So what do you call this thing? Bomb squad. Can't all Saza who's this guy? Joseph Dweba. I have one I Sazamula look some factors as a Mufako Marco Marx a Beijing. Was Samu revive and looking bomb squad. So fish na lava, but we are one under obviously with Marco Marx.
When he took over from Wung, he got injured.
Yes, who would get injured. Sakanus Landuga who's this guy? Joseph Dweba. But again, obviously, because if you are change your first half. First half.
Don't mention, I'm not gonna lie. Joseph Dweba is cack. Man City, that guy is not gonna make the World Cup. No, he doesn't deserve to make the World Cup, that guy.
For
and like, don't get me wrongly, YouTube. I'm not bashing Joseph Dweba, but we are fans and we are watching the game, and we cannot tolerate someone who's not good enough to play for the Springboks. There are better players who can be picked, but the coaches decide at the end of the day. They know what they're doing. But I don't want to become, since I don't want to interrupt our discussion and come too recent, even in the recent games. That guy should have proven he's been given too many chances. I mean, from the he was there, Moscow Lions series, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Lions. He was there for the Lions series. I mean, he should be like, he was 10, 12 games into his career now, but it's still not cutthroat. No.
We need to
Yeah.
I think we had 15 minutes or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Hugo Fett, Lois Thomas, number 2. The guy who came in.
Yes.
Hooker. Yeah.
It's Thomas, that?
Lions. Oh, yeah. It's the weekend guy here. I'm back, planning the weekend to Friday. I'm back with my man Price. We're discussing, obviously, we are sports fanatics, so we are discussing what's going on the weekend, because obviously I'm the weekend guy. We are having some serious discussions here of what Rasmus and the boys are doing. This is just our opinion, by the way. It's not backed up by anything. As far as we watch the game, and about us, we are from the Eastern Cape. We are from a sport-playing province here in South Africa. So we are focused on, we are knowledgeable in sports and many other things.
And the Springbok captain is also from the Eastern Cape.
Yeah, from PE.
Yeah, from PE.
It's a Throwback guy. But nice thing is, Adurasi, they listen to the Twitter guys. Remember that the team he picked for the team he just picked recently, to prove by listening to us on Twitter. The Bloemfontein team, I think.
Yeah. Evan Roos, he was going to say, who else? Oh, okay, Simbone Park, another Simbone Park, Jalen Henry.
But going back, now that you've mentioned Ivan Roos, what's the plan there? Because Dwayne is not the best 8. He's old, he's done. Yeah. This guy, Uvise, yeah, he's good, but not as dynamic, especially this season. When he first came, he's good bashing, but I'm not seeing the best of him this season, first of all. Yeah. And then, even Ross, yeah, because he's been not given a chance at international level. He's not been given enough a chance to prove himself at international level. Doesn't make sense. Unless Uras is playing mind games again. Uras is very clever. Might play another mind games again. Because remember, World Cup is a very long tournament. World Cup is a very long tournament.
Exposure to test level.
Yeah.
Because it test levels, it's something totally different.
And by the way, we're not talking about Uras, but he is the coach. He's Ujak. Ujak is the coach.
I'm not confident. The coach.
I'm not confident. Ujak.
No.
Why? Overrated assistant.
If you look back to the teams as a winner World Cup, I call a team like a winner World Cup. His squad to be also the previous World Cup. This winner in World Cup 2019. New Zealand, yes, I think
2015,
2011. Otherwise, I didn't see that thing. West African players as much as Evan Roos. Evan Roos, what's the name of the tournament again? The one URC. A player of the tournament. Yeah, but the farmer who figure out set up because how old is Dwayne?
Dwayne's like 37. No, number 30, 87.
Exactly.
Maybe 87, I'm not sure. We'll verify that.
And then what Pino, because the last one tweeted twice, they mentioned me one. Evan Roos, who better will do
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne, he mentioned me one. So I better go on bonus up a corner and in the man, one bonus before he test his dad. We will see. I forgot the club doing by you.
Ulster.
Yes. So they got now. Did I mention one?
Because reference to clip uthetha ngayo.
Okay.
Even echitha abantu uDwayne la match.
Another spin is the first set alanduka kla game.
La game.
Imbone apho ba kulapha mchitha khona ke ngoku Evan Roos apha chitha khona ulanduka
uDwayne.
Ngiyambona wathi
Udwayne, to be honest, Udwayne is in the later part of his career. He doesn't have 3 more years. After the World Cup, it's over for Dwayne.
Nice done.
It has to be because he's old. Not necessarily old, but he's old in rugby years. He's not old in actual years. But once in rugby, in sport, in any sport, you're in your 30s. You can't beat a 22-year-old, 24-year-old. Yeah, his peak is over. It's way past his peak now.
And even dynamic.
Yeah, very dynamic. Yeah. He actually reminds me of a Scoutberger in a bit. The way he carries Scoutberger when he first came through, he started like that, like dynamic, like that shocking thing, pace, 10 of pace. PSP was a beast.
PSP.
I think.
There's pace, minds, the strength.
Yeah.
The
beast, PSP.
Yes.
Wow, PSP was like a freak of nature.
Yeah, and plastic before it's about that.
No, that's our strength, hello.
Yo, plastic. Who can play I think the players are men who was box. Come on, is still young.
Hakiba Diamond. Oh,
yes.
Une element is about Rodman like though.
Yeah.
But the Rodman element comes. Yeah, it's got that swag. But what a lot. Okay, I'm not dissing the way I like his style. Remember, I'm also in sort of that environment. But now, it's like when Noam had the blonde hair during the Shark season. So in rugby, I think Urasi mentioned it in one of his videos where he says, as a rugby player, he became. Usia also mentions it because this upcoming Sunday, by the way, there's the rugby, the Rassie Rasmus documentary.
Oh yeah.
He does say there that when you reach, I think he said this in 2019. Well, that as a rugby player, you reach its pinnacle, and then you see yourself as like I'll put it in a way that you're riding on cloud 9. You're like above everybody else. There's causes that you are papa. Castana very or papa is changani and Steve but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now in the Springbok setup of management, once you display that outside, I'll call it the Dennis Rodman character because he's the biggest one. Although Dennis Rodman was a wild one, but he was flipping champion 6 times. I mean, the last 2 times, the 5-time NBA champion. The last, if you watch documentary Netflix, like Jordan, whatever, Michael Jordan though.
I'll have to watch it.
Oh, Dennis Rodman could go to Vegas because on a Wednesday, Anga's practice on Wednesday, Thursday, but Friday, but comes in on Friday or comes in on Saturday when they're playing or whatever. Puts in like a solid performance, like over the top performance, but in a wild character. So Ungxizi is a very good player, but remember Ungxizi has not yet been properly blooded as Springbok. So why didn't he Apape before before he won the URC? The character which we know now, the fashion, the green hair, the black nails,
celebration
rugby. Yeah. The whole thing. That was nice. But now
I enjoyed that.
But we don't say people should not be characters, but the Springbok management looks at it a different way. This will come back to the Elton Yankees story. Those are things you want to look out for because Elton let the superstardom. Let's put it right. You can't let the superstardom get to your head. That's what Urasi was saying in 2019 World Cup. Don't let the being a Bok thing get to your head because that's when you drop. That's when even he admitted himself that no. I let the Bok thing become, who I am. Or you're cloud 9, you're a very good player. But don't let that. That's what, in a way, put about his downfall. Rassie Rasmus. So Ungxizi is not even near the Bok then. But even Lukanyum had his blonde hair in the season. But when it comes to Bok, that shit is off. Oh, sorry. He comes that shit, because he knows. He knows what it takes. International rugby is not club rugby. Hence, umbona from club rugby, but no other than pressure. You're not gonna make it.
Point them simply be like Evan. Evan, yeah, not in character.
Oh yeah.
Achieve because he pays. History to Throwback. Throwback center. So I still believe that we take time about this box as the another advantage when they flip package.
No.
I don't understand. No, everyone was one of straight up back instead of rap is like as can be
yeah, because it takes in a way they're right. The level of international rugby and club rugby, to be honest, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah,
do you understand? It's a whole different ballgame because if you look at Ungxizi, for example, Usia, when he came in, I think, can't remember, 2014 or 2013, Usia College, you could see that he was raw. Never thought Usia when he came in with the Springbok captain. I mean, that time I think it was Andrew Villiers was the captain. 2015 he was there. The World Cup. Away kids, yeah. So a white. So you never thought you would have never thought about Usia would be Springbok captain at some point when he debuted. He came in a bit naive. He was blooded. The nice thing about him was blooded. One game and one game. SMN game he was like good number 6. Bamdisa against Marcel. That got to Marcel, Marcel rivalry. Bamdisa, but they kept on every single coach. Oh, they called him a quota player. At the time as a quota player. I think it was the quota. I think the whole quota thing started with him actually. Kalapi Fiake when they're having Marcel. When they bring him up, who's the best six in South Africa? Call him Marcel. Why plays here? But Usia, even though he came in with his game. He was Ulukanya, Magazole. They came in and evolved to the plan. And then Ulukanya has been able to still display his flair, but still being the best number 13 in the world.
How is it?
You understand? We call him top dog.
Oh, kind of stop nonsense.
Eastern Cape bread, guys. Rugby. Province. We are from Konya, so both of us are from Ebisho, by the way. The weekend guys from Ebisho, born and bred, but things evolve. We find ourselves up in Zizwin. But anyway, we're talking about Springbok culture and what the coaches expect. Because they always expect, they have a game plan. There's an international game plan. Because if you play your own style against New Zealand, you're gonna get whooped. It's gonna be a Fiji. That's the difference between us and Fiji. Because the Fiji, they've got the physique, they've got the players, but they want to play the Fiji style.
Okay, and you can say that because I don't get wrong with people like game plan now as well. It's fine, because it's they need to have a game plan and but they need to be stopped. So it's not easy. It's not gonna be.
I think what is short because we relied on Pollard's kicking. So we've always had a good flyer. Now if Pollard was here, we would not have lost the Iron game. Even the game before that. We won Australia. But they beat us the first game because of the pitch.
Even my last year, it gave us losing in my car.
Ukaba,
Pollard, the corner, but he
was missing. That's the thing. Pollard, when he misses, we find ourselves in trouble. We don't understand why Pollard missing easy opportunities. It's off form because there's no one else. Elton, remember Elton played the first game. He was a flop. Altitude. I mean, we come and flop. Let's be honest, flop. So now, how do we expect for him to be? He's a better alternative at 10 than Udamian. Udamian is not a fly-off. He's a fly-off in training at the moment. A fly-off in training. Udamian is an out-and-out 12 or a 15.
15. But they were
as you know, potential. Plus, he's young. He's only 24. So the nice thing about Udamian Williams, if he can just improve on his kicking, he can be Udamian after the World Cup, because we want to continue momentum with Pollard, but Pollard is injured and Pollard is playing on the wrong pitch. Iclub yakhe no iclub yakhe idlala kuyisaza ziWasps or yeah sayitshekisha kodwa but uPollard playing on the wrong pitch iclub yakhe playing on artificial pitch like turf so players they don't like that pitch, that's why they get injured and any injury more it's give or take in like I don't want us to overly elaborate on this point because we're gonna stay on this point and think I'm moving on.
Okay, it's out in J 1 2.
Yeah. Basically part Pollard akanangxizi siyayazi lo part we know that part. By the way Ungxizi in English is called a sidestep guys. Guy watches too much rugby in Xhosa when he's Xhosa commentary so this guy is
Pollard
so the point level city ba Damian umfuna mbawala ka 12 or 15.
Yeah.
So that is came again. No, like Nintendo at 10 because it came in move. No move the game to look at Damian. Damian offload like because it was music offload. Just step and then offload. And they what do you call it? Gain line. I beg that is really gain line. Yeah, it's really gain line. And young let the people miss the game to players that are fun as well. Forward is fine. Uhamba Pollard uyafana
not their land
because look at umjida beqala kwasenda lokho bekayidlala isenda
yeah Pollard 12
so he can be
I think in the on the under 20s or something in the lower level
it's the high school right
yeah he played center sometimes
yes uyadlala nakwilando so uyayilanduka umdlalo wethu umile kalanduka kla
okay yeah, fine but with that being said okay we know about Pollard Pollard okay fly half list for the 2019 World Cup we have Pollard
2019
2023 2022 or something we had a Pollard we have a Pollard he's injured though so I don't know what's the story with him okay so there's an upcoming game this weekend rugby South Africa is playing France in Marseille or Paris I'm not quite sure so we're looking for the game, hence we're wearing our Box Friday. So support the Box, get the t-shirt. Next year we're going to be wearing Nike. I know people love Nike, so we're going to be on Nike. Can't wait for Nike. So we're going to be Nike. So support the Box. We are supporting the Box. We are critiquing them in every aspect. So, Bryce, let's talk about the team for next week. What do you think? Your thoughts?
Number 1, Ungxizi.
Good selection. Ox is good and solid, but Ox, I feel like it should be given more time as well to learn.
Yeah.
Because what do they call it? What do we call in South Africa? Number 1, tight head or loose head?
I
think number 1 is a tight head. YouTube will feel free to correct us.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is the loose head. Normally, who's our starting? It's normally Stephen Kitchoff normally plays there. Trevor Nyagan can play there as well. So Ox, I think it's more for exposure because the guys before him have played these big games before in the environment.
I'm okay with Ox. I'm mixing with Ox.
Do you think Ox will make the World Cup squad?
Yeah.
The Cake Man.
So, yeah.
Cake Man, you have a vote for the World Cup? Bongim Bonambi. Stockhead, the legend. I once saw him in Cape Town. What's the salon? The men's salon.
Yeah.
Oh, the famous one, not the famous.
Legend Baba.
No, not Legend Baba. There's the ladies' one and the men's one. Anyway, 11th Centurion seat. I was taking my son there at Cape Town for a haircut.
Yeah.
Then he came in. Was it at least Thomas? He came in. Hey, the guy's big, man.
I'm cool.
Yeah, the guy's big. Man.
I'm cool.
The guy's big. It's okay. World Cup.
Obvious.
World Cup winning hooker. Starter. World Cup winning starting hooker.
3 campeão.
Bart Spencer.
Yeah.
Frans Malhelbre. Bart Spencer.
Good job, Malhelbre. Oh yeah,
the thing you figure Mosley said yeah, but he never knew that was a dietitian he was dating LTVs.
Country number 4.
No, first Malhelbre World Cup.
Malhelbre.
Obvious.
No, sorry man.
France
Malhelbre.
Bart Spencer, yes.
Yeah, okay.
World Cup.
Phakathi.
Obvious.
Phakathi.
Who else is there? Trevor also is there. Who else is there? Who call that be captain as well? Who's that guy? The Sharks captain, man.
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, he's gonna make the World Cup because yesterday.
I don't know what's the guy, but Thomas. Doesn't make the job.
Thomas Tuchel is 50-50 for me, to be honest. Hi. No, we don't know. Thomas, we don't know.
Yes.
Thomas, we don't know, man.
Okay.
It's 50-50 for you. Eben, it's a bit.
How? I was. The best lock in the world.
Yeah,
My man, the city, he told you the best lock in the world.
Nah, he told you. No, he told you. Mario. Nah, yeah. No, not yet, mate. Not yet. 440, Universal Soldier.
Yo. Franco Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert, Universal Soldier, 440.
Franco.
Nah, you can't leave him. Utility forward, multiple positions.
Yeah.
World Cup. He's on the plane. Nah, I saw him yesterday. Not yet to that level. Even if Franco Mostert can play in Japan and play a few games, nah, still a best utility. Nah, you saw his impact on the Iron game when he came in. Nah, he scored the first try.
Oh, yes, in time.
Yeah. As you can see, captain of captains.
Oh, yes.
Very relaxed, but we are hoping to have him here one day when he's not so busy in the schedule. Leah, please, Leah, come and brace us with your presence. Captain, my captain, two-time. Let's hope two-time. The first. Okay, I'm not gonna mention that. When I went there, people were like, okay, World Cup, obvious. Peter Steph.
Yeah, I'm Steph.
Peter Steph for me is gonna come back to form. I think he's still traumatized with his horrific thigh injury, which he had his whole thigh open. But players, he's still a World Rugby Player of the Year winner. So class is class. Class is permanent.
And in 2019, I World Rugby
Player of the Year. So
obviously Franco Maza was our no Peter Steph was she.
Yeah.
Hey, the game is already the twins, and the twins down now young and I've always been a fan of the twins.
You see, the problem with the twins. The problem with the twins, I also watched the game. The twins, they need to be together I feel like when they are both on the field, then they give you fireworks. I think when they're both on the same team, complementing each other. But if there's only one of them in the field, if you look at yesterday's game, the SAA game in the first half, when the one twin was on the field.
Jean-Luc.
Yeah, Jean-Luc, and then what's the other one's name? Dan. When Jean-Luc was there alone, he was there, but he was not as beastie as when Jean-Luc came into the game. When Jean-Luc came into the game, Shem. No, the way So I feel like, but then the chance of them being in the game at the same time is very rare. Very rare. But say future after the World Cup.
Jean-Luc, Dan, Evan.
Yeah, but who are they going to replace? Jean-Luc, no, Dan, World Cup? No, shaky.
Really.
Okay. What's his name? Uvesa? Jasper. Nah, there's a best 8 for now. I'm glad that Jasper Uvesa got over his discipline issues. He's a very dynamic player, he's a very good player. If we can get a balance between forward play and backline play, we'll be unstoppable. Yeah.
Escom.
Escom is back with the balls, by the way, so he is going to come back.
Okay.
So
halfbacks.
Tina, I says busy halfbacks. Halfbacks is a New Zealand Australian term, English term.
Scrum half.
Tina, we call them scrub halves. Number 9.
They fly, yeah.
Yeah, number 10 is a fly half, not the halfback pairing. We don't do that. Don't call them those things. Just as we know scrum half. Yeah. All right. 5th second choice, obviously, at the stage, unless he has an incredible season.
Yeah,
But unless Jordan Hendricks flops, Jordan Hendricks is first choice, and then but Faf now is coming back into his own. Last 2 games.
Grant Williams too.
Grant Williams, we have to be. But Grant Williams, remember, if the problem with Springbok Nines is that Faf, I'll go through them one by one. Faf can play a dynamic game. Faf at his best is untouchable in world rugby. At his best, I'm talking about his back on form. Faf, unplayable in some instances.
Yeah.
Jaden is an understudy coming up. But even before with Jaden Henderson, Kobus Reiniger. It's just that Kobus Reiniger has not been given enough of an opportunity because of his injury.
First choice, I'm going
Kobus Reiniger. Yeah. Kobus Reiniger, quick, pace. He got everything Faf has. But Kobus is also got a dynamic game to him. He can step down there to his.
Can also play wing.
So now you put in Landwanu Grant Williams. He's competing with his 4th choice. He's only kicking out Herschel. Herschel Yankees floppy.
That was the best.
So scrum. So we've got like 5 or 6 nines. Landwanu Lions. Yeah. So in this list, there's like 6 nines you can pick from. So they are the current 3 we have at the moment in the European tour. For me, that's the World Cup.
Yeah,
that's the World Cup 3. In that position, obvious. You cannot. When it comes to form, they are informed scrum half at the moment. They are the informed scrum halves. I even like the non-hair Lions. I just forget his name. Blonde hair Lions. We'll research him later.
Okay.
I like that boy. He's actually quite nice as well. Yeah. Fly half. All right, half back. Herring. We call them fly halves in South Africa. They're called fly half guys. Sorry, the fly eye. Nothing you can say. We grew up in that environment. But Williams is there in any position. He's there for 10, 12, and 15. So he's there. So you can't discuss it.
Yeah.
So Upolat needs, but you can't put in the guy who played yesterday. Who's that boy? The Bulls, the one with the strap knee, man. So number 10 was Bingba. Oh my God, he looks. But he tried to get back to his level best as well.
Yeah, but he also
glimpses of his. But I feel like Ukla stain bracket. He looks a little bit old. He looks a little bit.
And then I go up the injury prone. So.
But his kicking was good yesterday. He didn't miss much.
That can't be. Yeah, you're not so fun to trust us.
So we can be our more stain. We can take him because we can't take Elton. Elton is good.
Yeah, but think like look at Pazam. You are see. Maybe at some stage. I know the Pazam and the money epoch.
Oh yes. Forget we're talking fly-offs. Money, depending on tomorrow's performance. For me. Okay, so depending on tomorrow's performance, but we're talking 10s.
Okay.
Depending on tomorrow's performance in the box setup, Money for me should go to the World Cup. Late inclusion. Yeah. Money. The ticket is punched, my friend. According to us. Yeah, let's look at the credentials. We were talking about the URC winning fly half here.
Yeah.
URC champion. You cannot doubt that guy should be on the plane.
Obviously.
He's an understudy to Pollard. Who Elton, he's done. Cannot do anything about him.
So, meaning it's never fly half is the choice
out and out.
France next year. So, no hand Pollard, no money Lipo. And then who's our utility?
Damien. Yeah, Damien is utility.
Can you 11 Cat Arends?
No. We have first the beast, Makazole Mapimpi. Kai, you don't have to for them.
That's not enough.
No. Mapimpi for this match. We're talking about out 11 for the World Cup and this match. Ketley. Oh, the World Cup. Oh, these ones. Okay. Ketley Arends is a 14 for me. Understudy Cheslin Colby. As far as 11 goes, you can play him there, but he's not a left wing. He's a fullback. You can cover you at fullback, and he covers you at 14.
Yeah.
So in case Cheslin injury prone as well sometimes. There's minor injuries.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, in that position at the current moment, only Umaz Makazole and Usbungos when he comes back from injury. Yeah.
Left wing?
Yeah, left wing. Subu was playing left wing at the Bulls at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it's still Makazole, and then Ule Lendwana. We can make him maybe utility for utility.
Utility because wings unfortunately because there's also
Moody. Can't write him off.
So yeah.
Utility.
In the man where he's exposed World Cup because he's only 19 years old.
Yeah, he's the future.
France.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the man I get back line.
No, it's 29.
29?
Yeah. We'll double check his age. He's 29 or 30. I'm not sure. Quite a couple of it. Yeah, 29. Let's check. No, it's 30s yet. 1990, he's 32.
32 years. So, that's the man, the good direct count. They're passing good backline.
Villarreal. But I like the physical T-Rex.
But if I'm a moment, with the now.
Yeah, but still the left man pole at that. Okay, let's move on. Kiyomen Tialindi.
As now you first said that guy when you first said, okay, Hotman?
No.
Hendricks.
Nope.
But
nope. Don't even put him that. Andre Esthuizen.
Oh yeah.
Andre Harlequins. Premiership, English Premiership, World Player of the Year last year. Andre Esthuizen. Not been given enough time.
Colonel Hendricks.
No. Not even. Colin Hendricks, not before Andre Esthuizen. Give Andre Esthuizen. You can't take a player of the year English Premiership last year and say he's not going to make the World Cup. He's supposed to be starting even in this match tomorrow.
Yeah,
why not rest? Why not rest him? Why not rest him?
You arrest him?
Yes, give this guy a chance, bro. Okay. You're talking about one of the most explosive first centers in the world.
Yeah. I'm not against you, Andre Season.
No, for me, he's number 2, but if I'm by a rotator at this stage, he needs more game time. It's like even Ross. Esthuizen needs more game time. Yeah, no. I disagree with this thing, Karasi, of over selecting Utelin in every match of the season. Not to Andre Ageko. Utelin is not a Premiership Player of the Year for him.
Where's Andre Season?
Last year. Harlequins finals, what's his team? Things you asked for something last year to win the Premiership title. Yeah, no, I know the facts. That's the truth. You feel free to disagree with me on this one, but yeah.
Welcome.
That's how I know.
Daniel?
Yeah, obvious. Yeah. But with Andre Esthuizen as well, of World Cup.
Second center, Jesse Crew.
Yeah, he's reliable. Played. Wow, what a game. No, man of the match. Man of the match for me last. No, Jesse Crew was man of the match in that Ireland game. You didn't watch the game, winner. That's the problem.
Like I think he came one. The form here box.
Remember that he's not been given much of an opportunity.
Hence,
but in the last 5 games he started was because of Ulukanya being injured. He's proven himself. He can. We've not been noticing. Jesse Creel has been dominating the defensive stats as Springboks. Ule games have been starting. He's much in the defense because remember, as much as the player will say he's work at a certain age, that bench will teach you a few things as a person. Yeah, you learn.
And for Jesse Creel.
Yeah, doesn't mean World Cup bound. No, this last week he performed. He played his role.
That's the thing. When you know box, when you look at
no, yeah, but still, he's played 5 games.
Yeah, well, that's a lot.
No, he's representing himself.
If you're looking, okay, about fan, obvious, but how you play
another level
of money chances means. How you play of money chances means. So then it's opportunity.
But it's been solid though, Price. No, man, no, I disagree with you. Jesse Creel has been solid the last 5 games.
YouTube is actually.
Who voted, guys? Let's vote. How has Jesse Creel been playing the last 5 games?
West Bus, second center,
Henkel van Beek?
Yes,
Unproven. Unproven. Yeah, but he's not World Cup. You cannot take that card to the World Cup.
In the rankings.
Remember, if you're going to work on hype,
try and test it.
Yes, try and test it works. Try and test it works. That's why All Blacks has changed.
Yeah, but you're not team you experiment as your place. You're not team in the world experiment time. Come think of John. If you're complete, kuninjina sikubanga players kuni kwatwa Villiers
kuni kwatwa no look at the All Blacks forwards kuni kwatwa unonze
ziyeki forwards yafana maybe na nation sahlala because go takes ziyeka na 36 37
backline first center Havili
is not that old
Havili no I'm saying but Havili has been there for quite some time and Havili is a very good player.
Like he's playing John Havili.
John Havili, yeah.
That's it. So I'm gonna do that. Corner playing as this drama. So this drama was that last 18.
Aaron Smith.
Yes, that last 18.
Oh, just get back. Just got back. TJ. But I like the performance in New Zealand A, New Zealand whatever select. This is Ireland A.
Yeah.
They wallop them.
That the tenor job experiment. No,
I can play 12. He's a utility colour again.
Yeah, well, that's
you can even play 10 if you want.
Because
you can play 10 and 15.
Yeah.
No,
such a Magana because so they can explain
Greco Ioane.
Yeah. So what figure you look in a wing, but you have a stand and solid.
It's a beast.
So, Nes he play Zami players in Channel Land New Zealand. As full media players chances. 14. No, I hate to get that. Airline goes and you hate to Chelsea.
Actually, when they switch positions in that Ireland match, I liked played back to Natal 14. No, I just realized there, but Charleston can't play fullback. Don't get him at fullback.
Okay.
Give him his 14. That's all he wanted. He came through Wabonaka and we could see him coming through the game. No, Justin Colby. But who's his understudy? Obviously, you played in one with the Afro. Kit Arons and Sbungosi, and you have 4 wingers. Sbungosi, Cannon, with 5 wingers to go there. Majaivane, Villiers. That guy can get the backline ticking. Yeah, Villiers is in a final. I know Villiers has had his flops, but Villiers, if he's playing the World Cup final, if we get the World Cup final in France, Villiers has to start.
Because I take a channel like I from 15 I join back line.
Yeah.
And but he tries out without home.
I was watching Jesse Creel was being interviewed. Sport Blitz. He was saying that what I need to improve on, I think I'll put it in, but I don't know if I have it. That what I need to improve on with the Springboks is communication. And the best person who does that was able to get them going. I said to Nasa space, give me the ball, it's Villiers only. But still, if you look at Jesse Creel, which is the truth. When he said it's on. Give him the ball. Get it on. Not like Dialindi will hold up the ball, but the space is on, they've got an overlap, whatever. If it's on, it's on.
Chasing the sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not. What you will about why is the pass? Like a pass. I'm not sure we suka. Can you be scared? Oh, but they say matching. No, they matching like hitching. They say hitching during the week. So apparently, Uvi was tell about no coach. We are going to spaghetti colors on arm and stuff. But
make a benching and
remember benching. Uturasi what lost it to Lanayazi Uvi level. What believe about Villiers and what you nourish who Villiers because if I complete that tries the World Cup, go Villiers no look at creatures and look.
That's right.
I just about China Sifunas Bona Abando Puma China because they understand that. Abando Babona Ilanduka wing could be with the pace, the flares, but I understand by Isuga your own gonna play. But if you are Capella, Ilanduka it tries as means it cover good zip wings and Sunapi. So that Lucanio or you Villiers. And the Villiers we always plan a manager.
No, Villiers is like
as not being this figure like 3. It's not wins this figure out of Villiers. aphiwe judge baphuma kupha kuye zizininzi ukuthi ziphume abantu Villeroy. So Villeroy sisinyanya
Exactly, yeah, France. But then if he who's understand
baphuma kuye. I think
now we've got many
wings,
utilities. Chesley can play there. I don't like him there. Catley can play there. So there's a lot of people who can play there, but not all of them have got the flair and awareness of
So
okay, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
That's a discussion for another day. No. Apelele is an SAA player for now. He can't defend. That's a problem. We can see arcade defense. You can improve on that. I mean, you're talking about for the future, though. We're talking about if you look at rugby, like 5 years from now, or 3-4 years from now, Apelele would have, but he's got the exposure, so he is gonna be next World Cup 2027.
The name there is
Afium Barco, number 16, Malcolm Marx. Yeah, luckily. Sorry, I didn't go price. Malcolm, Malcolm, and then I've got John Forey. So, unfortunately, Joseph. And there's not throw ya Kishamba. Only weakness is throwing into the line out. I
prefer another player better. I lose the ball.
I lose the ball. To secure the ball, yeah.
So, out. It's
being vomited. It's being vomited.
So, Malcolm, I think Malcolm, if it's say now, a bomb squad, I think you got to lead a bomb squad because some matches most matches I'm Kalisa.
Give or take is a starter as well.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
Yeah, so
Stephen Kitchoff, okay. Sorry, Afium Bago, obvious. Afium Bago, we've got our vote.
Kitchoff.
Stephen Kitchoff, not Tomato. No. What's his name? Nickname is Cost man. Luat. No, Luat.
Oh, Nancy.
Spicy Plum. Stephen Kitchoff.
Yeah.
Going to Ulster next year, by the way. We're losing him. Yeah, I know. You can start any game, utility forward. For me, he's one of the best number ones you can have in world rugby.
And I've been a captain.
Yes, Thomas.
So leadership
qualities, everything comes in. Like Lucanio, no Lucanio, no Sia, no Earburn, no Andra Pollard, Villeroy, the leadership group.
Yeah.
So, Stephen Kitchoff, Vincent Koch, Mr. Incredible, Vincent Koch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved to Nancy, France, to Toulon, I think. I don't know. I think he moved to Toulon. He just moved out of Blue River. I don't know where he moved to, but he moved. I think he moved though. But he moved to France. Marvin Ori. Marvin Ori. Because there's Luot, there's Eben, there's Franco Mostert. Marvin Ori.
And by the time the World Cup, we lose Neyman.
No, he can't. He's out. He's out. He's not going to make the World Cup. He's not even in consideration because of his injury. He's out.
Serious?
You will not have played.
Because when I would try Pino and stuff.
If he can make it before this season, he can. Then he's got a chance. But
I saw something on Twitter. And there's also a clip.
But with Arche, you would be depending on someone who's been out for almost 2 years. He last played for us in 2019. He last played for us, so you can't.
But we are because
no, dude. But Marvin Order brings a lot. You'll see him over this weekend. Remember, Marvin Order is a URC winning lock. Let's start there. Even if you got help, but still a URC winning lock. Credentials are key.
Yeah, that's my case. Springboks. As for me, a chance. And long time, why can't I love Springboks? Or foul. I met check here because last game and Springboks. I wasn't impressed.
But for me, it's 50-50. I'm be honest.
Yes, I believe in good global position. Can be generated for your 6 or 7 or 8. Good was Low.
You winner? Oh, yeah. You love that guy? Yeah.
No.
Not yet. But Eric is a 7, most.
The lock because he's also internet.
Yeah, I can play lock, but it's more like a 7. It's more like a Peter Steph Detroit competition. So, other matches. They lost England, Argentina. Other matches, whatever other countries do, is not really. We don't really dwell on that. We're focusing on the Springboks and we're focusing on the World Cup. But we do other sports as well. So, Price, what do you think of the Nike jersey coming up?
Yeah.
So suddenly people are gonna have a Nike. So suddenly we're gonna be matching now Nike cap, Nike green shirt, and the Nike tracksuit, Nike techies.
I'm very excited about the Nike. Excited about Nike. I'm a huge fan of Nike. And Nike designs. I love the designs of Nike. It has a classic look. I love those. And in andimgxekula look on A6, but esengathi ngokustick to into eyi-one ngoku. Like if you go back to esaqala ufika, it's just minor details nje. But before we go the Lions,
the Lions jersey.
Yeah, before we the badge, then the collar. Otherwise, I'm very excited to go and look on Nike. Interested in going and look. Again, I wanna something on Twitter. I think I do have a video. Like, I think get designs Nike and it was nice. And I'm sure Nike because I was born and as well. I see what I'm involved. I don't know but I believe what I'm excited to Nike next year. Next year, July. Not wait to see Nike.
Yeah, but the problem with Nike is that when we were wearing Nike, I think it was a Rasmus era, we were whack, we were flop.
What is it?
Yeah, the 6 years Nike was with us, we were flopping. But it's Nike in the day, we naturally do want to have a nice kit.
Yeah.
You know, like something to match with your other clothing, you know.
Yes, because collection Nike sneaks. Nike kicks. So no, because I want the land, no.
Yeah.
I want the land.
No, I hear you. Price guys that knows nothing about MMA. So on the poster coming up, which is gonna be after the poster you're seeing on the screen right now, it's Adesanya versus what's this guy's name? Pereira. Yeah, Alex Pereira. So what I can tell you, those guys are in the what's it called again? The weight table? Middleweight. There's pounds and kgs, so I'm not quite sure. Adesanya is like a phenom. He's a phenom. Yeah. It's a phenom when he came in, hyped up. 3 or 4 matches in, title fight, wins. Fighting like every 2 months. Fights are very frequent. From New Zealand from Nigeria, but parents moved to New Zealand. So he's got the whole New Zealand culture mixed with the African. Very powerful fighter, as you can see. Coming up now. What's a New Zealand via Nigeria? From Nigeria, parents moved to New Zealand. Adesanya is one of the best. He's a champion in Goku. Fighting style, nice. I like the way his whole vibe is like the whole anime vibe kind of thing, you know, this kind of fighter. He's got the whole MMA vibe with him, you know. So it's like even his rise from he's a kickboxer first of all. So this rivalry with these two guys between Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira stems back from the kickboxing days. I think Pereira has defeated him twice in kickboxing. Pereira has defeated Adesanya twice in kickboxing because of a very powerful punch. Even Pereira, I think, is 3 or 4 times in UFC, and now he's got a title shot already because it's been overwhelming these guys. So it's like a grudge match from guys. It's like if you compare Mayweather Pacquiao, this is it. This is Mayweather Pacquiao of the MMA world, but the rivalry stems from kickboxing days. Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. Sunday morning 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like a very big fight. I'm a betting man, so my money. It's going to be a tough one. It's a tough one to call, but I'll still give Israel Adesanya because of the number of fights he's fought. He's fought 23 fights, lost 1. The only fight he lost was at a higher weight than he normally fights. He challenged champion who's on the next is a weight class above him. Then that guy overwhelmed him. The physicality was a bigger guy. So he's fought 23 times in MMA, only lost once. Alex has got a 6-1 record. So he's lost won 6, lost 1. So I feel like Adesanya, just on the 23 fights he's fought in MMA, if this is the 6 fights this guy's fought, there should be some sort of it should tell experience. Spice the champion. So nobody likes to lose the quota. So I give it to Adesanya. I'll put my money on Adesanya. I will put up my betting slip. I normally bet with a betting provider. But if there's any betting providers who feel like want to sponsor us between me and Price, I'm going for Adesanya this weekend. And hopefully, I'm an African, so I always go for the African guys.
What's a clip? Can you clip like trend effects? I think when we fight, fight. So, but like we camera, we live. So
You're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die.
Yeah. I think my situation, I'm willing to die.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill me. So is that kind of champion? He's a champion. No, he's a champion. For me, in that middleweight class, obviously he can't grapple. That's the problem with him. I was his ground game, more of a top game, but he does have power punches. Indoyake is African. He's got that flair, African flair when he fights. You can see, yeah. So I like him for that. Plus, I'm an African, so I have to go for Adesanya. Moving on to the next one. Oh my God, I'm dreading this one. The next topic, the next sport we're about to go into.
Forget.
Oh. How would your Price? What's going on with your Proteas?
In their Proteas, it cannot be quite a selection. Yeah. In fact, no, I take even quite a selection in World Cup. The selection in the series, this is Lala, just before the World Cup, building up for World Cup.
This guy's a disappointment. No. How can you beat India and then lose to Netherlands? How does that make sense?
Issue look at the Proteas. It's the selection. There's quite a number of players as he perform, but he doesn't get Copa has reward to reform years. The likes of Ungxizi Hendricks. Yanaman Malan, ODI player, but I still believe Yanaman Malan can. I was surprised. And he was responsible by Yavas with Melan and the international stage. Yanaman Malan by Yavas no Melan and the international stage because figure about ODI. Perform Yanaman. I think figure on Kulong like David Malan, but David will test. David will test. What for me, I came and Malan, what I did look at Vrano, Quintin de Cockney. I think average average ODIs because of the score are cool. So and the about again in Johnny's text like people to 2 years, the about again Johnny's text is like but he earned selection song is kind of like what is the Hendricks? What is the Hendricks? We all know what is the Hendricks. 5 games leading up to the World Cup. In 6 games, when the scores is more than 50, and then there's only 1 game you are for just I think about 40 something. God, so you're running a 4 minutes. Beating a goal at the World Cup, and the time above Magolo, the out of form, so injured. So and I can understand. There's also Marco Jansen, the bowler, the top bowler, your Proteas, big Ekopayan. Okay, bowlers that were firing, Ungxizi, we're in Panel, and when Panel again, the man who Panel is that the all round because there was one bet weight, there was one bet, and we used the conditions overseas because he's been playing in England for quite some time. Who else said me Poland? And
I like him.
I like him. Okay, I'm trying, but I don't understand why not just talking about why economy. I keep talking about his better. I don't understand. I don't understand investment selling a PCI because the guy is quick. IPL last year, I think we were in a quick. I think it was 155 or 156 games. So I'm not sure the player is selling like a PCI as a batsman or what, but he's also good. What about so but la what the players is on form there's also the baby Devout Previous. Devout Previous what a player, but and I understand the cricket essay with Ajan and I understand the cricket essay and I understand the cricket essay with Ajan Because when a player is on form and he has and in game of JB playing on form, is like the countries is different. Still it perform. Then why always Australia was also the wickets of Australia that final stage. Bounce quick.
Yeah.
So we believe one of our cricket here to develop or turn to previously. What's his name? Tristan Stubbs. Best so called. So why not to introduce a boy? Because now I'm going to score 175 in 60 something thousand. Now also Proteas, I don't know what's happening with Proteas.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with Proteas.
No, I feel like Proteas, they don't have a coach who's a shout. Must be honest, let's start there. I feel like Panak Shoutwana. If we're flopping, I know I'm going to play the next game, so I've still got time to flop or I'm rich, whatever. I feel like coach who have a shout, to instill in them the seriousness of the situation. You know, we are rugby fans, but we're sports fans as well. If you watch the documentary Springboks here rugby at the changing room halftime, the words being said there were instilled into those boys. That boys, you're playing the World Cup. We want the World Cup. The nation wants the World Cup. Do you see what I'm saying? So why not play like it? That we want the World Cup. The nation wants the World Cup. Why not produce the World Cup for us? You can't beat India convincingly and then go flop and then lose out to Netherlands in other tournament. Why?
Well, it does, man. And I understand. When it does, ufuna British a second. There's always why not to British a color?
Because it's not the ballers to defend the score most.
Exactly. So
no, who was the captain? Temako?
Who?
He flopped. Let's be honest, he flopped.
Yeah, so quite
he must be out. You win the toss. You don't.
Bat first,
set the score, and then.
You're fearless and you're betting baller kind of T20, only 120 balls. So I'll not try you're a betting baller, score 210 on Netherlands, that was a figure, huh?
Yeah.
Because the bowling attack you all know. And then once a player is under pressure, chances are is our foundation. Can you volume of your betting for young betting for a little score? Kindly about your measure, you have a good run rate, at least you run rate, you may high because you have this T20 it's World Cup. So you maintain at least 200. You have in fact about 180. Well, say 180. We teams like Netherlands. Both nation. Well, say 180. And we have the bowlers. So defend the lane. Then have more service they're doing. Because of chase the score.
But I still maintain. But in future we are going to have some cricketers, obviously from the Eastern Cape, Mboma Koloni. When I invite some guys, going to give us more information in terms of what's going on with us, what the hell is going on with our team. I mean, come on. We've got the players, we've got the young ones, we've got the developed players at the current moment, we've got nice all-rounders, opening batsmen, global opening batsmen in this country, global bowlers. So what is going on? I mean, we want the World Cup, whatever World Cup, we just get a World Cup at this stage. I mean, we cannot keep on supporting a team and then say we're supporting for nothing. It's like the soccer, we're not even going to go into that because nothing to talk about. Imagine we have a country, the Bafana team, nothing to talk about. I think the only thing we can talk about is the Dr. Kumar documentary, which is very, very interesting, by the way. Well done to the makers of that. I think what Dr. exposed a few things which we'll discuss another day on this podcast. But there's nothing to talk about in terms of the current Bafana. I, for myself, to speak blatantly and say I don't even know any soccer player, except for Tembas Wane, maybe Itomelan Kun. Yeah, Bafana Itomelan Kun, we don't know anyone. So that's the state of our sport. Anyway, Padike, we just roll the punches. The F1, Lewis Hamilton was made a Brazilian citizen for the racist comments made by a former, I think Nelson Piquet or someone like that, former 3-time F1 world champion from Brazil. I think he called him the N-word. You know, but that wasn't called for. That wasn't called for in the sport. You know, you're talking about a 7-time, one of the greatest drivers.
Yeah.
Because you say it for me as an F1 fan and watching Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher before that, in my era and when I grew up, you know, you cannot disrespect someone like that by degrading them in that word. But you're talking about one of the most humblest people you can ever meet. You know, I'm hoping in the future we will have the chance to meet him one day, or meet someone, someone who represents them. We're talking about someone, even during the race, always calm, does not blurt out, profanities or something like that during the race. But Lewis Hamilton Brazil has apologized to him by making him an honorary citizen of Brazil, meaning he has a Brazilian can have a Brazilian passport. Yeah. He says that's we congratulate Brazil for doing that. Being us from a black nation, from a black continent, one of the biggest all-time drivers in F1 history. Mm-hmm. We condemn Brazil. We actually congratulate Brazil for doing that. It's a big honor for him. But in this coming weekend, Max Verstappen obviously still dominating the season. But we're hoping next season, Mercedes will make a better car for Lewis, because Lewis is still a very good driver. Mm-hmm. We're just hoping that Mercedes gives him a better machine. I'm a Mercedes-Benz fan, by the way, but I'm just hoping that Lewis Hamilton next season is going to be a better competition, because Max won 10 out of 14 races, something like that. It's like it's boring, that way. It becomes boring. Last year, what happened in the Brazilian Grand Prix, which is upcoming, Lewis started from number 20, last number, in the previous race. Then he got up number 15 on Saturday. Sunday, started from 15, went all the way to win the race. Those are the kind of things we want, the kind of stories we want. Although I'm not giving credit away, Max Verstappen is a very good driver. Mm-hmm. I watched his history during the week in terms of youngest F1 driver. Phenom. He's a phenom. But Max, please give Lewis that eight-time world championship, just like Lucanio gave Magazola the first try in a World Cup final for South Africa.
Beautiful hands from Max Mapipi. The chip ahead for Lucanio and Mapipi. Oh, that is just glorious from the Springboks.
We're hoping Lewis will get that 8, especially next season, to Red Bull with the cheating. But this is the kind of issues we'll touch on as our time base. Since our first podcast, we'll touch on these issues. And then, my Lakers. One word, oh Lord. I think they won the last game they won, but we're hoping. I'm not hoping for anything. They're done. Golden State. For me, Golden State's gonna win the championship again this year. Yeah. Steph Curry is still on another level. Steph Curry is going. I think for me, he can get 7 titles, 7 rings. Steph Curry has been playing some amazing basketball this year again. For even the whole team, he's playing some amazing basketball already in the season. I think they're less than 10 games in or something like that. Yeah. Golden State for me in the NBA this year, I put my money on that. If anyone wants to sponsor me by putting money on things, these betting institutions, we're here. I want to be proven wrong, but I want to be proven right as well. So I'll put some money on the Lakers not going through to the playoffs. And then for me, Lakers are going to go to the playoffs. Golden State wins again. Because I don't know where, what's this guy? Giannis Antetokounmpo is this year. The Bucks, where are they this year? The Heat, where are they this year? So for me, it's still Golden State again this year. Hopefully the Lakers prove me wrong, but I don't know. If anyone has got another perspective on what the Lakers' chances are this year, feel free to give us a comment in the comment section below. But otherwise, for me, Price can at this stage does not know what I'm talking about, but he will learn. He's a rugby cricket person, but he will learn. Hey, one more thing before we go to the soccer prize. One more thing is on my mind. This Herschel Yankees.
But we just saying
this Herschel Yankees. To be honest, this is my opinion of Herschel Yankees price now. It's too slow. The game he wants to play in the Springbok is still the same game Faf's supposed to be playing, but Faf just does it faster. You can't watch a Springbok game and say, "Where's the 9? Where's the 9?"
Yeah, even by Ireland, delivery zakhe zipoor man, zipoor.
Passing.
Yeah.
Where's the 9? Where's the goddamn 9?
Poor. And you, I was big actually and kiss no 50 crack. There's no way.
Wow. Wow, Herschel is over. Wow.
Oh,
shit. Great start, but yeah, I proven to himself.
Yeah.
Needs to improve.
Good day, but man, 2 tries then against Australia. So
yeah.
Hey,
like I say, price platinum need thunder greeting windows warm for. Oh, shame. Go back ending a Manchester United fan. What the hell is going on? Wow, just even Pence his chest. Oh, wrong logo. Wrong logo.
Oh my God. Menu. Manchester United. Hey, Manchester all know after Sir Alex says by deeper.
But okay, wait, but you should have sold us Ronaldo with this film tender.
This
thing said Ronaldo. You should have sold us Ronaldo. Why don't you buy Ronaldo from you?
The Chelsea there?
Yeah,
they are Kumbula, but Ronaldo said that. Said that just about these minor issues as going.
And apparently January is guaranteed he's leaving.
Is it?
It's guaranteed he's leaving.
January.
Yeah, remember you can't bench him, Kalam.
Yeah.
He's leaving. Okay, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I like Ronaldo, but I'm not a Manchester United fan. But you can't bench. It's like benching Messi. You can't bench that kind of play.
Yeah.
Because Ronaldo will still give you something. If you could just build a team, not around him, but he's still included in the team.
So at yes, Lendo, Twitter be trader, ne? So involve elections, sports. That means no Henry, no. So Lendo could take no, and never be taken. And I'm in Manchester. I take any money if fan. So can be taken no. The legendary Kevin Peterson, the cricketer in England. So after the scandal, after Ronaldo they bench against Tottenham, and the embers of Buffalo Faga after 5 minutes, they know Ronaldo kind of why changeable. So after that,
when he walked off.
Yes, when he walked off. So Kevin Peterson will take your clan. I can't the husband like you only see YouTube.
Yeah.
So obviously now look out to coach because I feel like part of a club a disrespect how say understand what I show. The player like caliber Ronaldo, there's no way. Because
remember, from my perspective as a non-Man United fan, Ronaldo is not useless. He's not useless yet.
Ronaldo, same like perform Ronaldo, but who players are around here? No?
Yeah, he can create something. So I don't know. I'm not a CR7 bandwagon person. I'm more of a Kai Havertz fan, but for me, that caliber of player at this current moment is 38, going 38, or 37, 38. So you can't bench him. I don't know. Although I don't know. But Eric Ten Hag is a different kind of individual. Yeah, well, we're not exactly shining roses, eh? We're not exactly. We're playing Newcastle this weekend.
We won last night, by the way.
Yeah, you won. Oh, congratulations!
We play against what's the name of the team? West Ham. I was playing West Ham. Is it West Ham?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aston Villa messed you up.
Yeah.
Aston Villa messed you up. He got messed up by Aston Villa. Coutinho, something like that. The team Coutinho plays for this weekend. So Manchester is not playing this weekend. There's no Manchester United.
Playing against Fulham away.
So in order for us to close the show today, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Hope you guys enjoyed our discussions. Hope you guys enjoyed our ill-informed discussions. But in future, we will have more informed, more information, more research, less drinking, less non-drinking. So in the last segment of the show, we normally want to look forward. So I'm a Chelsea fan, Price is a Man U fan. So we're going to do like a small FIFA game. We're going to play a FIFA game to see how this Manchester and how this Chelsea is going to be. So you must defend your shield. This section of the video is called Defend Your Shield, Bafo. It's either you go out on it or you go out defending it. But guys, if you enjoy this content, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button, notification bell at the bottom of this screen. Support us, support your boys. It's the weekend guy. Hopefully the Springboks win tomorrow. Hopefully Chelsea win, and hopefully Man United win. We don't know about Man United. You know, Man United. We don't know. We don't know. But guys, on the next episode, please join us. No. So see you next time. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Me and Price will be more prepared next time. Price, research is too much for us. Enjoy, and we're out. On that note, peace.